walked in there, I was kind of amazed about it. I kind of felt like I was like underwater because there were coral reefs. There were like some fish, there were like fish made out of paper, and I saw turtles.
My aspiration for this project is to get students that come to this school, make them wonder about what is their part.
Some of it looked like it was about the ocean, and it felt to me like it was peace. All of those things make me feel like it just calms me down a lot.
Hola, thank you for being here in our house, Global Prep Academy. Bienvenidos a Global Prep Academy. My name is Beatriz 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝗿𝗱, and currently I'm the Enrollment and Community Coordinator at Global Prep Academy. Since 2016, the school opened with just one mission: have a dual language school. We are, I think, the only school that have 17 nationalities in our staff. From Spain, our principal from Cuba, our other principal from Puerto Rico, people from Mexico, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Colombia. So these children really immerse into a dual language and cultural language program based on different access to different educators from all around the world. And of course, the hands-on learning opportunities. And this third space here in the school was an example of what we offer to all the scholars.
We are at Global Prep Academy. I'm getting ready to install or prepare the work for installation. I'm getting all of the work that I've been doing in the last year and a half, más o menos, to just create my interpretation of coral reefs. When I first graduated from Herron School of Art and Design, I found myself looking for myself as a Mexican-American woman and an artist. I went to Mexico, wanted to find a medium that would represent the beauty of Mexican culture, also the fragility of that culture. I discovered papel picado. Papel picado is an art form that's created in Mexico by indigenous Mexican communities. Intricately created. I mean, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of effort. They cut them, they put them up outside, and then they let the breeze just take them away. They are not preserved, they're not put in frames, they're just blown away. And so when I made that connection of the paper, the ability, the versatility, the diversity of paper, I started kind of comparing them with Latin American people, in the way we're treated in this country. So for me to make an actual statement with my work, I said, I'm gonna solely work with paper. Every single piece is hand cut. I use a knife, a utility knife, for all of my work, and I go through blades like you don't even imagine. I was born and brought up in Brownsville, Texas. I have a lot of fun memories of that, growing up and being able to go to the beach almost every weekend, with my family. Once I started really thinking about climate change and the devastation that is really actually happening in the oceanic currents and the oceanic life, I started thinking about what can I do? So this piece in particular is all about the coral bleaching process. Corals are extremely brilliant in color, and they are the homes of many marine life. Because of climate change is happening so fast, the most vulnerable victims are coral reefs because they're in the very shallow waters. And one of the process is from the brilliancy of the color, they turn white.
Everything was ready to be launched prior to the summer when COVID hits. When we reopened the school, one of the first things was, let's reopen with third space. Why not? That was already there. Beatriz was working during the pandemic doing all this artwork, and it was going to be very impactful for the kids and for the families to see that our mission doesn't stop. And the hands-on learning opportunities were there as soon as we reopened for everyone. Beatriz was coming here to start installing. Frankly, I never thought they were going to be huge, tremendous pieces of artwork. We were able to observe, and as teachers, it was excellent because it was very contagious. We were going to be ready to really explain this to our kids and prepared to understand what we are offering to them. Some of the teachers were even taking like a teacher training or professional development regarding and explaining what is this papel picado. The plan of Third Space that was that after this launching, we move forward and continue connecting toward classes. There was another teacher, which was from Venezuela. Her name is Giselle Trujillo, and she's energetic and full of life, and came and was able to teach the kids the same about the reef with music, dancing, visual arts, understanding that everything has a connection.
Let me present to you Beatriz Vasquez, the installation artist, and companion artist Giselle Trujillo, and she will start her work on Monday.
Hello, I am Giselle Trujillo. Nice to meet you, everyone. And I am very excited because I work a lot with recycling, and it's like my goal, you know, the functional art and reuse, reuse, and recycling. And I think this is a perfect match. The students will experiment what they feel with the word. Today we're going to work with dance. It's one way of visual art. Es una manera de artes visuales también. Nuestro cuerpo es como un lápiz. It's like a pencil. We can draw the music. El plástico daña mucho el planeta. The plastic damages a lot the planet because it doesn't decompose. But since it's already here, how we can reuse, cómo podemos reusar el plástico. Ok, esto yo lo uso también para bailar. Esto me recuerda al mar. Al mar. A mí me recuerdan. Y podemos... El agua, el agua. Y también podemos hacer...
We got to dance. It was fun because we got to do a lot of movements with the paper whenever we were doing with the paper. When I went to art with Miss Giselle, we grabbed like plastic bags, and me and my friends, we like put it on the ground and then we lifted it and said "a la riba." It was really fun.
I hope that they start thinking about it in a way where, what can I do? Maybe get them interested in biology, get them interested in the sciences, get them interested in my marine life and ocean life.
I went to the library, and in the back I saw some white corals, and I asked the art teacher why were there white corals, and she told us that means like the corals are dead when they're white. Some fish need coral to like stay alive, and if they don't have coral, then they might die too. It makes you think about like the ocean's really beautiful and we need to protect it more. Stop throwing trash, like stop littering. To recycle because it's bad for sea animals or for the animals because they might get stuck in it and sometimes they could die for that.
I hope that they also see me as a representation of coming from those marginalized communities. And this is one of the things that I always say to my students, if I could do it, you can do it. So that's what I want, I hope.
For these kids, having people like Beatriz coming and give the time to them, it's amazing and it's priceless. When you are a little kid and you were a student and you remember that, you never say thank you to your teachers or thank you to the artists, but you remember later. So those kind of things and projects impact your life and impact also your interest in the future for understanding better the arts.